Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void! Today we have a game between Moloch and Dares on Mech Depot. Ladder edition. Into the Void, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is my weekly examination of Bronze and Silver League level gameplay sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. The best ones are chosen and selected and cast. And everyone is happy. This is it's a longer replay, so I sped it up a little bit, but holy cow. Quick 12 pool out of Moloch, heading up with his Zerglings while taking a ninja expand in the top left corner of the map. Moloch, you're a crazy person. Why are you doing this? Meanwhile, Dares knows enough to wall off, which is an excellent. Terrans, if you're new to this whole thing, wall off. Just do it while making another factory behind it has a marine out all ready to defend against lings that are going to come in, and by lings that are going to come in, I mean lings that are going to hang out in the middle of the map-ish and never do anything. There we go. It's time to come in, Moloch. You got this. You got this. Going to at least kill this SCV building, this command center. So early harassment, good. And now you cancel this. Good job canceling, getting a 300 mineral return. And don't do this. This is bad, Moloch. Don't try to get your lings through this wall. There's only 6 of you, and 1 marine's enough to kill every single one of you before you get through this wall. I promise. This is the worst decision of all time. Okay, again, I'm not hating on this guy. I'm just saying, if you're new to StarCraft, do what Dares is doing. Wall off, get a single marine, then tech up. And don't do what Moloch is doing, which is lose all of your Zerglings to a single marine who got, dang, 5 kills. Oh, this one got one. He's kill stealer. Also, you might want to repair the supply depot. You can do that, you know. Come down to an oh, Dares brings down an SCV, saves it with 20 hit points and on fire, literally, and is going to repair it. So good. Tank in production for Dares here too. These guys, I'm telling you, silver and bronze of our day are not silver and bronze of 5 years ago. They're just not. They know what they're doing. Where things go bad is when they have to make quick decisions in the middle of the map, continue attacking while macroing up back home. As you can see here, there's only 1 worker on the second gas here for Dares. He probably wants to go for 2, although he is on 1 base. He is building his new command center up on the high ground, which is a good choice. If you know your opponent is harassing with some early Zerglings, you can do that. Holy ninja expand again for Moloch. Moloch, you're a crazy person. Bottom right-hand corner of all things. Tank on the high ground. Zerglings running to their dooms. I feel like Moloch believed he could just come up here with Zerglings and finished off the supply depot that he almost killed because Dares wouldn't repair it. But Dares, proving him wrong, continuing to make supply depots, always make supply depots, always make SCVs. If you're a Terran player, and then throw up a bunker at the top of your ramp too. I'm loving this. I like this very much. So second base done for Dares. Got ourselves 3 spines at the top of this ramp for Moloch, which is pretty good against defending against Marines. Holy infestation pit. This is the fastest infestation pit I've ever seen. Okay, we need to slow this down and discuss. We're going to discuss. Moloch, while technically on 3 bases, only has 35 workers. He's going to try to get a Hydralisk Den and an Evolution Chamber and an Infestation Pit and a Spire. And he's upgrading his Hydralisk Den to a Lurker Den. Oh, boy. So what I'm saying is he can't afford this. He can't afford to do all of this tech. He has 80 gas in the bank. And if you're going to go Mutas, very gas expensive. If you're going to go Infestors, very gas expensive. If you're going to go Hydralisk Den, very gas expensive. And he's making, he's making Swarm Host. I guess that's what the Infestation Pit is for. He doesn't need to make Infestors, but you do need this building, the Infestation Pit, to make the Swarm Host. So, hey, all right, Swarm Host Rush. Out of 12 pooling attack, it's a double ninja expand here from Moloch. Swarm Host Lurker is a pretty unique, I'd say it's a pretty unique strategy to try against Terran. But if you're in Into the Void, if you're in Silver and Bronze, experiment, man. Figure stuff out. Your Terran player will likely be too afraid to move out. I am the liar of all liars. Look at this. Medevac's ready to move out for Dares. It doesn't mean he is moving out, because he's not. But he's thinking about it. Hydralisk's in production for Moloch and getting stim. Is Dares. Is he waiting for 4 medevacs full of production before he attacks? Make that 5. He is floating some money. It's time to go. It's time to go. Let's boost out. Head across the map. Is he accidentally going to scout this? He's accidentally going to scout this bottom right ninja expand of Moloch's. Oh. Oh, Moloch. All right, here we go. Accidental scout. Is he going to do anything about it is the question of the day. Queen. Oh, his unit's under attack. Yep. This base is dead. Drones. Good drone pull from Moloch, actually. This is the correct response, by the way. Get the drones out of there. Once they're under attack by an overwhelming force like this, your hatch is going to die. Some of your drones will die, but not all of them, and that's kind of what's important right now. So sneaky base dead. Accidentally dead because Dares happened to fly down this way to do his drop. Even killing these larvae dead. Yeah, this is going to disappear off the face of the map very quickly. Another base done for Moloch just south of his top left ninja expand. That, once again, Dares has no idea exists. And he's going to defend his main base with swarm hosts that have burrow, which I like a lot. Does he actually have lurkers? Oh my gosh, he actually has lurkers on this right side too. Dares, oh, he scans and sees them. He scans ahead of time. A scholar and a gentleman is Dares. That is another pro tip from Falcon Paladin. Scan the base you're going to fly into. Especially at this level, it's cheap. So, dang, Moloch hanging out with, how many swarm hosts is this? 6 swarm hosts. He's got 6 lurkers. He's getting spore crawlers and spines and spreading creep over here too. This is a very hard to assault base, which double expand, says Dares. Why not double expand? Building one just south of his natural and landing one to the left of his main. These players, man, this has got to be silver. You guys are pushing gold. You guys are pushing gold here. Really unorthodox, weird, crazy stuff going on, which is what Into the Void is all about. That's what I like to see. Crazy stuff, or, I mean, maybe stuff that isn't as good we can learn from. So there's some of that both here. Oh, Liberators up here at the top left. Ninja expand. And did he scan it? He must have scanned it beforehand. Once again, the drones retreat for their lives. This drop of Dare is going to wipe it out here too. Liberators, man, pretty good stuff. Oh, I'm going to finish off these lurkers. Get the lurkers out of the circles of doom. Run! He does. He unburrows and runs for it. Oh, one gets burned alive. Looks like a pretty painful death. It's kind of quick, right? But it's very painful too. A lot of spore crawlers building here at second ninja expand. Oh, that Dare doesn't know exists. What voice pack does he have? Dares, what is your voice pack? I need you to say something. Can your voice pack say something? No? Alright. Alright, that's okay. We can live with it. So Lurker Spore Crawler Heaven here in Moloch's, I mean, effectively it's his second base right now because it's only 2 bases that he has. Only 2 bases that he has here. There's the scan. Oh, he sees it now. He's going to set up his siege tanks and try to rock these Spore Crawlers down, which is going to work. And allow the Liberators to do their thing. So get out of there, Swarm Hosts. Get out of there, Lurkers. Taking splash damage. Locusts flying across the way. Get the tanks. No, don't try to get the Marines. Get the tanks. Pro tip. Come around this outside. Get the tanks from this side. Recommendation. All right, so this is really opening up this base quite a bit. Our Terran player is on a tear right now. He's floating 4,000, 1,000 though. And he hasn't done anything with his base, this 4th base that he constructed. So if you can just remember to go back home every once in a while and make some SCVs, maybe make some units, get them to the front lines. If you are making units, it's a lot to remember, I know, but it will help you improve and climb up the ladder for sure. Tank firing on these spores. Swarm hosts, locusts trying again to do this thing, but all right, they're okay if the Marines are not on attack move. That's good. That is real good. Gonna finish off that tank too. Their DPS is nothing to laugh about at all. Marine DPS is still pretty good though. Pretty good. Liberators, there are 2 here, 2 more joining the party. Marines don't, there's still, okay, Lurkers. By that I mean a Lurker here with 11 kills. 12 kills and he's dead. The Marines here to finish off what is remaining. The Swarm Host cooldown is not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. The Marines are trying to kill the Spore Crawlers. They're not really focusing on anything, though. Where is your attention right now, Darius? Did you go to the bathroom? No, he's moving. He's moving, but guess what? Locust! And Locust actually getting killed by Defender mode circles. That is not something you will see most of the time in the StarCraft games. Liberators continuing to rock drones down. Spore Crawler, Spore Crawler. 6 kills on that Liberator. This is just desperately tossing up static defense. I love this from Moloch. He should probably be expanding. He does not have as much money as theirs does, though. And I actually got some Corruptors out, did Moloch. He does have a Spire. We know that. So that's great news. And Corruptors, okay, 3 Corruptors can handle 2 Liberators. You got this thing, especially in range of a Spore, which is nice. Lurkers are burrowing and spining in. Ooh, dropping a Locust, finishing off the Marines. All that's left here is a tank and a Thor and a Liberator, which, never mind, the Locust finished off the Thor. That was very quick, surprisingly, and the tank. All that's left here is a Liberator, so kind of saving the day a little bit there. Where are those Locusts? How many kills you got? 2, 6, 2, 1. Yeah, sounds about right. So we're still 4 base to effectively 2 base, 49 to 30 harvesters. I just don't see Moloch getting out of this thing. Although he's alive, which is, I mean, if you're alive, is he caustic spraying this base down? He's caustic spraying this 3rd base of theirs down with 3 Corruptors, and he gets it. Holy smokes. Marines chase them away, but it's too late. Base has to be rebuilt. Send the SCVs over here. Never mind, that one's done. It's a planetary fortress. It is a planetary fortress. Anything else going on? Roundabout this way. More tank production. We got the Lurkers. We got the Swarm Host. It is 119 to 108 supply. Moloch has a lead. And Dares actually has the bigger worker count. So it's 7,000 resources for Moloch compared to 3,000 for Dares. So that is doubled up. Slow it down. Locusts joining the party. They're going to finish this thing off. This is a lot of Locusts. +1, +2. Are the upgrades here. Marines trying to finish them off, but the DPS, can the SCVs out repair it? No! And there's enough time left on these Locusts to finish off the Marines as well. And a missile turret. And, oh, not another missile turret. That was it. That was the limit to what they could do. So is he just going to toss Locusts at the Terran player for all time and eternity? It seems possible. Seems like something you could do. Taking another base here is Dares. It's going to be his 5th, actually. Doing all right. And Moloch decided to take his own natural at some point here, which is good. You should take your own natural. Eventually, at least after 20 minutes in a game. How are the upgrades? +3 attack is done for Dares at 20 minutes. And this high ground thing for Moloch. Oh, man. Throw down the Locust and run. Locust on top of everything. Roar. They're dying, but they're giving as good as they get here. Bunch of stuff died, but not enough to dissuade Dares from continuing his attack. He wants to finish this base. He couldn't finish it the first time, but this is a lot of things. The Thors have +2/+2. Good gravy. The upgrades here are insanity. Tank on the high ground. Going after Spore Crawlers. Tale as old as time. Marauders joining the party here too. Marauders take extra damage from Lurkers, and there are Lurkers here, so Marauders dying very, very quickly. Yep, goodbye. That was worth a shot, I guess. Tank still smashing stuff down. Single Marine comes down the ramp. I will avenge my Marauder brethren. Liberators setting up defender mode circles to protect anybody that comes on in here, which nobody's going to because everybody is ranged. Locusts flying in, finish. Oh, surrounding that tank and then landing and trying to take out a Thor. They're real good at Thor killing, unless the Thors get picked up by medevacs, in which case they can't attack up, so they're not so good at that Thor killing. Corruptors moving in for Moloch to maybe get rid of these Liberators. Yes, so ideally you'd be doing this at the same time. Send the Locusts in, chase the Grand Army back, then send the Corruptors in to finish off the Liberators, but this is good too. All the ideas are correct here. And look at this Thor micro. Picking up the Thors whenever the Locusts get too near, flying away once the Corruptors join the party here. Both players floating so much cash. 4,600 resources in the bank for Moloch compared to 6,900 for Dares. Yep, Dares could be building more things. He has a lot of barracks just lying fallow, which is another way of saying nothing. He has these SCVs here not actually harvesting. Here it is 3rd. Which, I mean, that's from the attack. That's from a Locust attack from like 5 minutes ago. I don't know why they're still hanging out. Dares probably hasn't had the APM or the attention ability to check that out. Moloch retakes his sneaky base in the top left-hand corner of the map. It is officially 4 base to 5 base, but again, the 5th base by Dares. He takes a long time to decide what to do with this. With his new bases. SCVs sit next to them forever. And then I think finally he remembers they exist. Man, Moloch really wants ninja bases. Takes his bottom right base. No big deal. No big deal. Going to take his bottom right ninja once again. Swarm host moving out. Time to slow it down. Let's see what they can do. Can they get rid of this group? I think they can. This is a lot of swarm hosts. Again, with +2/+1. Upgrades have seemed to have stopped a little bit for Moloch. And Lurker doing fairly well. Locust chasing, but not fast enough to catch is the problem. Might as well land and kill these dudes, you guys. There we go. 2 of them. 2 Marauders dead for like 30 Locusts. That's not exactly cost efficient, but again, considering they're free, maybe it is cost efficient. Are we getting Battlecruisers from theirs? He's going a Battlecruiser operational. It's going Yamato cannon. Anyway, battle fit, or what is it? Weapon refit. Yeah, triple pumping Battlecruisers here. Is theirs. Again, speeding it up. This is a longer replay. Theirs hasn't really done much to affect the main home of Moloch here. A lot of static defense from this dude, as it turns out. Small attack. Bottom right ninja base dies again. For the second time in this game, we've got Lings running into this planetary fortress 4th base. So they die instantly. And we've got Swarm Host sitting outside this circle of detection provided by the sensor tower. Actually, never mind, going right on into it. But tactical jumping on top of the Swarm Host are the Battlecruisers. They missed, though, because the Swarm Hosts keep moving. And it takes a while for that to happen. Yamato cannon getting rid of them Swarm Hosts. This 3rd base under attack once again, though. A lot of SCVs are going to die here. This base is going to die. 28 drones have died. 11 SCVs have been killed. That's another base off the map for dares. Swarm Hosts running all the way home from these Battlecruisers. The Battlecruisers are good. They're a good answer to Swarm Hosts. They're just slow. +2 air weapons being researched for Mr. Dares. Alright, so against the Swarm Hosts, honestly, you cannot maneuver them as Terran. You just get drop ships, drop everywhere all at once. Don't allow the Swarm Host to do anything. You're faster than they are, so you can drop on top of them when they're in cooldown and finish them off as well. Where are you, Battlecruisers? Battlecruisers going after this base. I don't know about this. There are several Spore Crawlers here. By several, I mean 17. At this base on the left side that has not been killed yet. Will this be the end of it? One of the Battlecruisers is almost dead. And might get finished off. No, not today. Not today. Another Spore Crawler. Queen trying to defend. All the Swarm Hosts are hiding in here. There's a scan. Oh, Corruptors, where have you been? Corruptors should have assisted. They're doing extremely well against these BCs. Can the BCs hold on? There are still 3 of them, but there are about 4 Corruptors, and a Spore Crawler has joined the party on the right side, just barely, and one on the left side too. Oh, Battlecruisers win, but one Battlecruiser dies to a Spore. After all, the Corruptors are dead. They're 1v1ing it. No, you have to kill that Spore. Maybe Yamato cannons? No, it's still on cooldown. Still on the cooldown, so stay away from this guy. There you go, and then just start killing drones. Easy. Easy peasy. Drones getting moitered. A lot of kills on these guys. 10 kills and 12 kills. Spore Crawlers uprooting and moving. Again, a benefit of static defense for Zerg is this uprooting thing that you've got going on, and it's going to allow you to possibly kill the Battlecruisers. Close. Oh, Corruptors joined the party here too. Oh, they tactical jumped home. What a play! What a play from Dares. I talk about that a lot, but tactical jump home with your Battlecruisers, not out. Home. Although if you stay there long enough, your cooldown will come up and you can jump home, which is good. Making more Battlecruisers as Dares really spending his gas pretty well. Small group of Marines here with +3 attack and +1 armor. Gonna try to go over into this Lurker Spine Crawler place and just get murdered. Just get removed. Removed from the game entirely. Dares has replaced his 3rd base. His 5th base is mining. He's got a lot of gas coming, but one of his refineries is not fully saturated. Could use 2 more on that one for sure. Is that +3 vehicle and ship plating? It is. Wow. Dares likes his upgrades, but I guess we are 29 minutes into this game, so sure. Makes sense. More Battlecruisers. This top left base is going to die again. And it does! And it dies again. Ninja expands are not Moloch's friend in this game. I know he likes them. They're not treating him very well. Drone long distance mining into its death. The other drones are appropriately warned and escape. Escape out of there. Sensor tower placement, I like it. It covers pretty much everything that Dares has, except for this base in the bottom right-hand corner, which should be a planetary fortress. Because of that Ling attack earlier at the 4th, like the 5th should have a PF as well. +3 ship weapons, fully upgraded Battlecruisers are a very real possibility here, ladies and gents. Creep spread happening. Production time for Moloch is empty. He has no mineral income right now. That's just bad. He has to long distance mine to get enough. Oh, this is real good for Dares. I'm liking this. He's just going mass Battlecruiser. He's not bringing anything else. He's just, that's what his army is right now. It's 11 Battlecruisers, 40 Marines, 4 tanks, and 3 Marauders with 3 Thors somewhere. I don't know where these Thors are. But expanding twice is Dares to a 6th and a 7th base, kind of towards the middle here. Harder to protect, but your 7th base is usually going to be hard to protect. Usually going to be hard to protect here. So this base of Moloch's is essentially mined out. There's about 1,000 gas remaining, but all the drones are gone. And that makes the long-distance mining efforts of Moloch a lot more difficult, but he already has enough for a hatchery, which he is building, and all his spore crawlers join the party here too. Extractor's dead. How do these Battlecruisers don't do very well against Larva? Again, they have 10 armor, so every shot of the Battlecruiser is reduced by 10. Which 10 damage, doesn't make it 0 though. I always forget how that works. Something is wiggling beneath this Battlecruiser and it's freaking me out. Oh, it's a drill. Drilling for giant minerals. Wow. Alrighty then. So 6th and 7th bases by Dares. 6th base is done. 7th base is done. And upgrading to a planetary fortress. Good job by you. And they're swapped right now. 2,000 gas for Moloch. No minerals. 2,000 minerals for Dares. About 700 gas. So struggling in opposite ways are these players. Which makes sense. Moloch protecting this new mining base with everything he's got. Protecting it so hard. Lurker burrowing up. And we're kind of slowing down. These Marines, again, if they had armor upgrades, that'd be pretty great. Are we gonna... What, the Lurkers on the high ground? Lurkers on the high ground stabbing onto these Marines. Don't go try to take them out. No! Okay, I guess they got one. And I guess I got the other one. But dang, that was not cost efficient. 25 kills on that Lurker before he dies. He is a metamorph. Metamorph. We could see some nukes. Could see some nukes, ladies and gents. Who wants to see some nukes? Raise your hand. Nukes and Battlecruisers in the same crazy, silly replay. Marines continuing to die on this ramp of death. Yamato cannon taking down Lurkers. Not really worrying about spores, but here come the Corruptors. Tactical jump out of there. Go! Dares, no. Is it on cooldown? No. Okay, one dies, but the others do manage to escape just barely. To back home again? To here, where SCBs could possibly repair them. If that's what they're into. 3 ghosts in production for Dares. He doesn't have any nukes. No, he doesn't, but he could make some. 2,000, 1,000 in the bank. Seems like he could make some. Zerglings dancing. Are those sensor towers that were built? Again, Ling versus Planetary Fortress, never fantastic. 15 kills on that dude. It's hard. It is hard. Nukes in production for Dares, though. Got one. It's got one that is done. And he's moving out with his Battlecruisers. If he can misdirect here. Oh, the caustic spray on the Planetary Fortress. There's a single Thor here using a single target attack mode. Never mind. There were 3, but they were out of range. So that 7th base is toast. Going to be rebuilt immediately by Dares. Gotta love that. Gotta love the immediate rebuild here. The Battlecruisers fully upgraded, making 2 nukes at a time. Is Dares. Alright, I am on board with this dude. Maxed out is Dares. 27 drones and 135 supply. Here we go. Nukes trying to come down. What killed that last one? Hold on. Oh, wait, no? No. Lurker maybe? Did he cancel it? It was gonna go down. Huh. It landed. Alright. Woo! Double nuke. The double nuke! Oh! 11 kills on the one, 11 on the other. How do they have the same kills? This is crazy. Steady targeting going down. Did you hear that on that lurker too? Do you have more nukes, you guys? Do more nukes. Oh, tactical jumping on. Now that most of the... Okay, there are still 17 spore crawlers here. But he finishes off the hatch. The one source of income that Moloch has. Get out. Just get out of there. Don't try to kill these spore crawlers. I mean, killing lurkers is fun. I understand that. But don't suicide yourselves. Killing... Okay, he is actually getting rid of a lot of these swarm hosts. Dang, the EPS is good. Corruptors joining the party. Tactical jump. Can't do it because they tactical jumped in. Corruptors are desperately trying to hold on. Does Dares have this thing? No. It's running. Running for their lives. Where are the ghosts? Are you out of cloak, Ghost? You're out of cloak. Mr. Ghost. Picking off more stuff. 22 kills on that dude. 18 kills on his friend Ghost over here, which should have enough energy to cloak. Nope, not yet. More drones dying. Moloch is down to 4 drones. 4 drones here at the 40-minute mark, and nowhere to income. He does have enough to build another one, which is good. Spore crawlers trying to get the heck out of here. Doing pretty well. None of them die as they retreat past those BCs, but Moloch is just turtling in right now, which means I think you can just nuke him down. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that's what you could do. Is that parasitic bomb tossed down on these battlecruisers? It just doesn't do enough damage to really hurt them all that much. And pretty good split from Dares there too. Parasitic bomb is a proximity damage dealer. It does AoE to your friends. And so yes, find the one that's been targeted. It will be glowing green and just move him out. Move him out. 7th base has been replanted for Dares. He's sort of mining from it. He's got 42 harvesters. Again, compared to the 3, he's doing all right. 42 workers at this stage of the game isn't amazing, but compared to 3, he is the richest player on Earth. 3 nukes at a time being produced. Marines trying to join the party here. And they still have that +1 armor. They still have that +1 armor that Dares refuses to upgrade, even though he could afford to very easily. He's sitting on 4,000 minerals and 900 gas. Are you going to nuke up this ramp? You don't have any energy. Would you cloak all the way down here? Whoa, he just abduct. He just used abduct on a ghost. That's fantastic. Ghost is hard to kill by the queen, but the queen gets him. Gets him in the end. Moloch is trying to chase these Marines away, but the Marines are already gone. Well, one Marine sacrifices his life so everybody else can live. Yep, now they can live, see? Oh, what a sacrifice. I don't think that was intentional by Dares, but it's a good way to handle Swarm Host. See them flying in, send a couple Marines, maybe 1 down, and they will all land on the dude, and then they're slow, and then you can just shoot them, no big deal. Especially if your guys are fully upgraded, which they're not from Dares, but they were close enough. And with the attack upgrade, I guess, is what really matters. Ooh, this game is still going, ladies and gentlemen. Another swarm of locusts. Do it again, Dares. Send 1 Marine down, or I guess run everybody away. That's fine. Yeah, this totally works. A scan and a kill of these creep tumors would be pretty good. Locust on creep pretty fast. They do get a speed bonus of 1.04 on creep, giving them 3 movement speed, which is just about right up there. Maybe a little bit faster than Marines if they don't stim. There you go, killing more creep tumors. I like this. Reducing the vision available to Moloch. He's not even trying to expand anywhere. He has 800 minerals and 2100 gas, and this is what he's going to do. He's trying to bring Corruptors out to kill this base, but Dares has learned his lesson, tossed down some missile turrets. So that wouldn't happen. And I think this might just turn into a game of how long can the Zerg player hang on. Locusts flying onto this planetary fortress. Can they get it? With Battlecruiser support and Thor support? No. They're all just going to get roasted up. But again, they're free units. So, hey, heading all the way back home are the swarm hosts. Marines killing more creep tumors and extractors over here. I like this. Again, reducing the vision of the Zerg player is never a bad thing. You missed one, though. You missed a creep tumor here. I'm going to assume you have a scan available. Locusts coming on in, trying to deal with these Marines. Now, here we are talking. We are talking. Here we are talking. I am not a robot. I am a human person. Abducting a battlecruiser in. Gets his revenge. Yamato's cannons down one of the Vipers. More abducts going on, abducting the BCs into these. Again, taking out the Viper, but losing BCs in the process. The other one's coming in kind of voluntarily, actually, into this Warcrawler death trap. Corruptor's trying to finish the guy off. Couldn't do it. 11 hit points on that Battlecruiser, and he's still alive. Is he still alive? Is he still alive, Falcon? Yes, he is. Yamato cannon on the Corruptors. Oh, he died. Got in range of a Spore Crawler. Got murdered. Vipers, more parasitic bomb toss down. Once again, it just doesn't do enough damage. He tactical jumped about 3 inches. That was the most unique form of tactical jump I think I've ever seen. I think. You know, if I had to guess. Quadruple pumping Battlecruisers is theirs, which is wonderful. Speeding it up. What speed are we at? I gotta see something so we can see. That looks like normal speed, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go 4. 4 times speed right now. And Locust trying to come kill this planetary fortress one more time. Oh, the suspense. They didn't get it, but he's not going to repair it. Dares repair. Didn't repair. Too worried about his Battlecruisers. Up north, he's trying to break through a massive static defense player with Battlecruisers. It's not going to work. Neural Parasite being researched by Moloch. That's, again, pretty fantastic. More Locusts flying in. He didn't know that he killed this base until just now. He knows he got it. He knows he got it. Again, the fact that Moloch is not trying to expand anywhere is driving me crazy. He thinks he's Terran. He's turtled up in here. He's getting scanned. Did he Neural Parasite? I think he tried to Neural Parasite a Thor. Didn't work out too well. Battlecruisers recognizing this left side is kind of weak. And he's going to finish off the spores on this side. So Parasitic Bomb being tossed down. Once again, I don't think it's enough to kill anything. Not necessarily here. If you can get this hive, that final base from Moloch would be a pretty good get. Also, all of these Overlords. The spores continue to attack, though. They're not giving up. They don't do bonus damage versus BCs, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Damage is the damage. There's the hive. Hive is gone. Final base for Moloch is out. Again, this just feels like a slow bleed. A bit of a slow bleed here today. Overlord's dying, Spore Crawler's dying. Neural Parasite on one of the BCs. He's attacking his friends. Other BCs coming in to try to chase it down and actually walking into Spore Crawlers. Scanning. I think they got the Infestor. I can't see the Infestor down there. These Overlords are in the way. There's an Abduct. Moloch is being as cost efficient as zergly possible here, but I just think there's too much attrition. Losing too many things too quickly. Resources lost. Right now, about 34,000 for the Zerg compared to 55 for the Terran. So, yeah. Cost-efficient stuff, but I think he's still going to lose. Is Moloch abducting one of the healthy Spore Crawler or Battlecruisers into the Spore Crawlers, and it works. Another one falls here. And forcing Dares to tap out. He's been making Battlecruisers this whole time. So he's got 6, even though 3 survived that attack. He's got 6, he's got 3 more on the way. He's just slowly clearing out what Moloch has. Moloch is sending out little aggressive sorties here. And by sorties, I mean like 4 locusts and trying to make this thing happen. Expanding in the top left corner is Dares. He has a lot of bases right now. Again, you just got to speed it up because this is over. Again, I like the static defense that Moloch has, but you can't win a game of StarCraft 2 with static defense. You can't do it. Zerglings are going to get rid of this base, which is nice. Good. Killing that base is great. Another planetary fortress they're going to try to kill. Well, 2 of them were smart enough to run away. 22 kills on that PF. Scanning in, Moloch not doing really much of anything. Battlecruisers coming in for what feels like round 8. Round 8 here. You gonna nuke? Can you nuke? You have 4 nukes, Dares. Do it. Yes, 1 nuke. Oh, Tactical jumped out of it. Oh, but the ghost wasn't cloaked. Or it was cloaked. It was cloaked, but the spore crawlers had vision. That's amazing. That ghost is going to die. Dang it. Dang it all to heck. I want to see Nuke land up here. Can we get a Nuke land up here? Can we see it? Battlecruisers are trying to spot, but they're getting murdered for spotting. Another abduct. Another abduct and another cancel by Moloch. Yamato cannon trying to pick off some of these. Tank is able to slowly whittle these spore crawlers down. Got +3 attack, 85 damage versus armored, which spore crawlers are armored. And with 400 hit points too, so it's a lot of attacks. Transfuses going down by Moloch. This game is crazy. This game is crazy. Yamato cannons getting rid of a couple more spores. Another abduct. Oh, abducts the tank. To try to get it killed here? That's by queens. That's save your tank, Dares. You better save your tank. Save your tank. Yamato cannon. One of the queens down. The other queen needs to get Yamato cannon down. Save the tank. Oh, Burrows. Burrows. There's the scan, though. The queen's not a priority target. Spore crawlers are because they're attacking. The queen ends up dead anyway. Tank with 10 kills on this high ground. Lurkers trying to save the day in this situation. They will get rid of the tank. And Moloch somehow still alive. Somehow still technically alive, but it's 167 and 33 total supply. One drone remains in this game. Yamato cannon taking out 2 of the corruptors. The final 2 corruptors, I believe those were. And they were. Spire gonna die. Spire that was built so early gonna die. And there's your good game. Good game out of Moloch. Moloch is defeated and Dares is victorious. What a silly Into the Void. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. We had nukes, battlecruisers, lurkers, swarm hosts. Like, these are units we just don't see generally in StarCraft games. So, 7 hatches were killed and a hive by Dares. He lost 3 orbital commands, 2 planetary fortresses, and a command center himself. Resources lost 40,000 for Moloch, but 42 for Dares. So, yep, Dares lost more stuff. Moloch was cost efficient, but didn't really help him get the win in the end there. 26 battlecruisers died, 151 marines, 18 lurkers, 26 swarm hosts. Wow, 66 drones and 18 SCVs died in that game. So fun and entertaining, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.